Hello and welcome to the Liberia TV network. Today we are here with one of the permanent young person in Liberia. He is one of those potential youth in Liberia. He has contributed immensely to society, and while contributing as well, he is still trying to see how best he can build up his mind. And he is one of those, I don't know how to really refer to him or how to describe him, but he is one of those that Liberia can really depend on, and he is a former acting president for the AME University, commonly called the Harvard University in Liberia, and currently he is a global expert. But then he will better introduce himself to us, and from there we will definitely go in depth to asking with regards to some of the youth engagement, what have been his contribution. So this is the Liberian TV network. I'm Francis Kedikopo coming to you live. So hello and welcome to the Liberian TV network.
Oh, well, Kiri, thank you. I'm doing well, and it's a good thing that the Liberian TV network has come to do a short interview. And for introduction, I'm Ebenezer Molia, and I'm a senior student, graduate senior student studying biomedical science at the African Methodist Episcopal University. And like you rightly said, I'm a global change maker and as well as an inducted member of the Youth Advisory Panel of the United Nations in Liberia, where I also work in several capacities from different NGOs in Liberia, providing my voluntary space. I served in student leadership here at AMU, and currently I'm also one of the prominent advisors to the current president of the Student Governing Council at University. So there have been a lot more, so that is just short about Ebenezer, who Ebenezer is.
However, I was like really intending to ask who is Ebenezer, but how be it, I think you have explained a bit synopsis with regards to who is Ebenezer. Let's move forward. For over the past years, many have been wondering what are some of those strategies, what are some of those mentors that you might have used to be to where you are today because of the way things have been and the way you are actually the way you are. So will you be wishing to actually tell the public or the audience as to what are those strategies or mentors that you have placed in to actually make you to be who is Ebenezer or to bring you from one point to another?
So the first thing I was thinking is that the first thing one young people can do is basically to be self-motivated, to be very committed in what you do and what you believe in. And one thing that have been a matters for me to be able to progress is I've been very much humble and I've been very much engaging, networking, because it's good that the people you build a network with can be able to provide you with opportunities that you can harness in the near future. So something that I believe in is networking skills. So I take network as one of the core values, and which of course I've been using over the time. It has been an equation that has been solving most of the problems that I've had. And today you see me traveling around the world representing Liberia. It's not something that I take for granted because I'm very much committed in what I do, and also based on the networks I've built. And I also want to encourage young people out there to see how best you can build a network, not a network that going to stagnate you, but a network that's going to make you to transmogrify into becoming a better person in larger society, specifically the macrocosm.
So I people are listening to you, and I think many could be really impressed. They may be amazed with your level of exposure, but then people could be wishing to know what are your mentors.
So there's a difference between role models and as well as mentors. So I have a couple of role models, but some of our mentors in Liberia, they are very people that the world knows. And I'm so proud to be a mentor of Dr. Christian. I'm also proud to be a mentor of Honorable Simpi Jara. He's a lawmaker from Division Number 3 in Bomi County, as well as a chemist. I'm also so proud to be let's say, a mentor of Dr. Adipojo and Yanka Adipojo, who is also Associate Vice President of the AME University Research Institute, and a couple of my big brothers who are currently in the STEM fields, the likes of Mohamed Kone, the likes of Dr. Romeo Gono. These are people that serve as role models and mentors for me. And become talking about being role model, uh, I aspire in future to come to become a scientist, but specifically into environmental chemistry, environmental toxicology. So that's why I'm around those people. Those people help build me up. Whenever when I have things like this doing, I'm able to go to them. They give me the advice, mentor me today, and become who I am today.
Do you have any criteria set up as to whom to become your role models or mentors? Because many could be saying, "Oh yes, I think this person and we share similar characteristics. We have similar values." Do you have any of these set up criteria that you and someone else's can share in common, or do you have any set up criteria that I lay out for a your role model and also your mentors?
Yeah, I don't make anybody my mentors. I don't also make anybody my role models. People that you see are my mentors today, are people that have progressively achieved into STEM education. Because for one part for me, I'm a commitment. My interest is basically into climate change and STEM. So once I know that you are engaged into STEM education, and I believe that you are making headway forward, obviously, if I have the opportunity to meet you, I meet you, have a network with you, build a relationship, and then ask you to be able to serve as one of my mentors. And when that is done, definitely with you on that path as well. So it's not just anybody that can make my mentor, it's not anybody that can make my role model, but people that have what it takes to be my mentor, and also people that have succeeded in what I want to do, like in STEM education and as well as climate change.
I like for me currently. I think you know me. We've been interacting, and I am really amazed to see you flying from one country to another. Despite we might have had some traveling experience, but you have been to country that I have been to, and you have learned some things that I don't think probably if I will be opportune to that, maybe it will take some years and some time. Well, you love to tell the public. Of recent, you were in South Africa, and South Africa is one of the base zones for Africa, and African country around the world or people around the globe actually wish to go to South Africa. What you love to tell? What was your exact mission to South Africa?
It's a good thing though. So like I said to you, there are a couple of colleagues we built a network with that not in country. So when we saw this opportunity, like the Global Youth Convention, we took part of it to be able to apply. And based on our little works we do in Liberia and some of the engagements we had into climate change, into STEM education, because last year I worked with this group called the Unite, where we hosted the Africa Science Week. Fortunately, we have a funds and we had that week for a couple of months. That's a 1 week strictly. So those initiatives were initiatives when I was doing my application. I mentioned them, send links in my application. And fortunately for me, I was given the opportunity to be one of the selected candidates representing Liberia, not just that's in Liberia, but the thousands of Liberian youth at the Global Youth Convention. And it will amaze you to know that over 3,000 applied. Of the 3,000 applied, only 40 was selected. Fortunately, I was the only Liberian to have been accepted and went there. So I was partially funded to go for the conference, and it was a great experience in South Africa for me. And I have a lot more to share with my colleagues here, which of course I'm planning on that. And in as soon as possible time when all of the planes are on book, definitely we'll have the information shared to our colleagues to see how best they can also come up. And because the network we're building in South Africa, the network we're building in Ethiopia, can be able to help our police to see how better they can harness those opportunities like that.
Will you provide a hint of when it comes to the social or when it comes to probably the tradition, cultural activities of South Africans? Would you love to do that for us?
Yeah, when I was in South Africa, in Cape Town specifically, Africa's best and Africa's number one city, there are a couple of things that we saw, like the Zulus, the Zulu tribe, those people, they showcase their culture to us, and something that is amazing because it's something I've not seen in Liberia for since I've been here. So it's a new culture that we embrace. So it's something that we can also be able to share because I have a couple of Zulu friends in South Africa that are willing to to share their culture, tell them the exegesis of how that culture came about, and during the time of Soweto when Nelson Mandela was fighting for not just let's say the rejuvenation of South African culture, but as well as African culture as large. So it's something that yeah, it's good we can be able to share that. And some of our colleagues will be willing to be able to
I
give back.
think Liberia I share one or two values, cultural values when it comes to cultural related issues because we are an African country, isn't so?
Yeah, of course, yes. We share some cultural values, but just in some, let's say, different varieties. For them, they believe in a Zulu tribe. For us, we have different tribes in Liberia. That
How many tribes do they have in South Africa?
for that I didn't really ask, but I think they are couple. They are so much. But for like
Anyway, I'm hoping to make a trip in South Africa very soon.
that
So either of
that
these times, when I'm fortunate to actually go there, I will try to inquire. But how be it? You've been a Liberian and permanent young person. Where do you actually want Liberia to be in the next years to come?
to be truthful with you, Liberia is far beyond. Even whereas Abidjan or Africa Coast is close to 3 times ahead of Nigeria. Not more we are say about Ethiopia, not of South Africa. So I think that monies gotten from government should be used for its intended purpose. Because those people who you see today, they are developed. I believe that they put country first, and they went ahead in Europe, in the South America. They brought all of the wealth they get, and then brought it back in their country. So Liberia should be very much patriotic. When you are Liberian, you go let's say across the world, go overseas when you make money, come back in Liberia to develop Liberia. Because nobody can develop Liberia unless Liberians. So I believe that those were the patriotic minds South Africans got. They worked, come back in the country, saw the culture, saw the developmental agenda of the Westerners, but in our country today they are the best in Africa.
So what do you think Liberia is actually lacking when it comes to developmental setting? Because I can still remember with a few of my tours, especially when you go to the new Ouagadougou, you will definitely see, yes, indeed, that Africa, especially West Africa, some countries are making headway. When you look at landlocked countries around here, the Niger, the Yemen, right, and other countries around there are making headway. And you go to Freetown where you will see Tollgate. When you go to Nigeria, you will see Tollgate. When you go to Burkina Faso, you will definitely see Tollgate, you will see Toll Road. But unfortunately, Liberia is not in said category. What are some of those things you think Liberians or Liberia is actually lacking that up to current we are still struggling to be developed?
Good. So the first thing is that we need an innovative leader. For me, I want to advise that Liberia have a dictator leader, a leader who wants to do things to make legacy. Everything about Liberia is sport. There is nothing since 1847 upwards to current 2024. There's no system in Liberia that has been structured. So we are all starting from scratch. So you need somebody that have the leader, that have the might to do something, either that innovative, be supported by the Western people to do those things. So you don't need people that will come in leadership to steal and corrupt people's money. No. You need people that will do what they were paid for to do, people that have the country, and people that are very patriotic. So if we start to exhibit those attributes, definitely it means that Liberia will start to have some more stripes. But obviously, I shouldn't lie to anybody. Liberia is far beyond the Liberia is a tier one country in fact, so it's way beyond. So way beyond the world.
Okay. So, lastly, people who are viewing it through this medium, through this platform as well, what would you love to tell them?
So what I love to talk to the followers and basically is to tell you that Liberia will get better. Liberia will rise again. We are young people. We are ready to be able to make impacts, and the support is something that you need to be good. And keep being perseverance, keep being committed to what you do, and trust me that you're going to succeed for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. That was the voice of Mr. Ebenezer Morley. I think, former president for the AME University, and now he is a global expert and trying to explore the world. So thank you and welcome again to Liberia TV Network.
Thank you.